Folks, this is the latest look from Milton. This is coming from our satellite imagery and still looking at an impressive storm. Doesn't quite look as structured as what it was earlier into the day. Went through another eye wall replacement cycle, but still a major hurricane. They are expecting significant impacts there in central Florida as this does most likely make landfall for them heading later into this evening into early tonight. It's going to cross over that Florida peninsula as we head into the overnight hours into early tomorrow morning. I would say by the time we get to around midday Thursday, it is moving off that Atlantic coast and quickly racing off towards the east as we head into our Friday and Saturday. A radar look at it, you can see most of the rain is found on the northern side of that center. So this is a very sheared hurricane, and we actually have an open eye just south of that center. So this is leading to most of that precip being around Tampa, pushing into central Florida. We've had a number of tornado warnings on the Atlantic side of Florida today, a number of confirmed tornadoes on that. So a number of different impacts are really just barreling down on that Gulf Coast of Florida. And you can see that outer eye wall appears to be working its way in. That wind definitely starting to intensify there along that Florida Gulf Coast. For us here locally, you can see that rain really stops at the Georgia-Florida line. We're not really expecting much rain from Milton, bringing us some cloud cover this evening. That should most likely clear out heading into later tonight, especially by early tomorrow. The concern tomorrow is Milton starts to gradually cross over Florida and work its way off the southeastern coast. Our gusts are going to start picking up maybe between 30 to 40 miles an hour. This is thanks to high pressure north of us. Milton's going to be a very low center of pressure, so we're just going to have a tight pressure gradient, and why this could be concerning. Now, usually gusts 30 miles an hour, not super concerning for our area, but since we just saw Helene, we have a lot of damaged trees around the area. Take a look at this picture. This was sent in by Andy Hunter, and this is what we're worried about. You can see that one tree serviceman working on his roof, getting that tree off just above that service person. We're looking at a dangling limb, and those are what we're worried about, widowmakers out there. So those will be susceptible to these winds and could be coming down as these gusts do pick up, most likely by around midday Thursday, but could start as early as tomorrow morning, which is why we do have the first alert in effect. Every single county has those chances for gusts maybe up to 30 plus possibly in a few spots, and that will start at 4 a.m. early tomorrow morning. Now, temperature wise, it is going to be comfortable out there tomorrow. Wake up in the 50s, lots of sun out there Thursday. High temps should stay in the 70s, but it's just going to be a very breezy day as Milton does gradually just pass off towards our south. So just a heads up, folks, want to make sure you are staying safe out there. Try to avoid those downed trees, power lines, any roadways that may be going underneath those risks. Just try to avoid those if you can. Here's a look tomorrow morning. Wind starting to pick up over 20, getting to near 30 plus by around midday, and that will continue into the afternoon until we get to around sunset, and that will start to taper off heading into our Thursday night. A beautiful outlook heading into the weekend. We got a lot of sun in our forecast, and those temperatures getting chilly, waking up in the 40s Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.